Hey, what's up, family? Hey, today we're doing another DIY, and this DIY here is going to be a real good one for a lot of you out there. As always, there are a lot of videos out here, but I'm just giving it from a different perspective. Someone can relate to different perspective type of thing sometimes. And this one is going to be dealing with this diverter, whereas we're going to be doing carper, changing from carper to PEX, this stuff here. And what we're doing here with the diverter, whenever you buy these diverters, it shows you on the box. Like whenever you're buying them, the good thing when you buy them, like this is a mowing. It clearly shows you the diverter and it shows you the size of it. It says it right there, 1/2 inch. But as you can see, when you buy it, a lot of you may think, if it's your first time, you may buy it. And then once you buy it, and if you're trying to do PEX, I just broke off a little piece just to, as I said, give you a different perspective. So now when you buy it, if it's your first time, it's a little confusing because you go, okay, this is supposed to go over the fitting, right? But however, as you can see, this goes in it. And you're like, wait a minute, that ain't what the guy told me at the store if it's your first time. So that's why you got to learn to say, nah, what you got to go do is go get a female compression fitter to go with it. So now, as you can see, this will go into that. See? That PEX will go into it. And that's when you put your clamp around it. And then you use your PEX clamp type tool. And when you squeeze, it's going to go, and that's going to tighten it. But what you got to do, you got to use your Teflon tape, or you could use the putty stuff. I love that stuff too. Not the putty stuff. It's this tool stuff that they got called like dope or something like that. But anyway, this is how you do it. I did 2 over here, 1, 2. That's going to be my hot water and cold water coming down. But then this is also going to be the fitting for the shower going up and the spout. So all you do is get a female compression fitter, and you put that on here, and you see, that solves your problem. Like I said, this is for anyone that's your first time because you're trying to figure out, you say, wait a minute, I just bought a whole shower kit. And you see, once you get that on there, you see, now it fits to your PEX, your 1/2 inch PEX. Because without that, you're looking for this type of fitting right here. You're looking for that. And as I say, see, this is smaller than that. But that's why you gotta buy that. And you just simply slide these on. You tighten them up. Always use some tape or that plumber's dope. Once you get that on, this is simply be your hot water, your cold water, as I say. Boom. See, it's all the way on. Get it all the way on. Put your put your clamp, and you put it all the way up there. And then you're gonna use your tool, like I said, you gotta squeeze that all the way tight, and it's gonna go, and that's when it's tight. You don't have to do no more soldering. That's what I had to do, because right here, as I said, the video is from carper to PEX. I'm gonna change this whole thing around my bathroom, all PEX. Well, here I had to solder this off, because I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna use this. I had to solder this off. Actually. I'm gonna just save that. I don't have no more for the summer. I could just do PEX, but I'm gonna keep that. It's exact fitting for it. And even as you can see right here, this video also may be helpful for a lot of people if you live in the area where I'm at. I'm usually doing stuff in the city where normally a shutoff valve is very easy. You just find your shutoff valve downstairs, your basement, or wherever, your laundry room, and it cuts all the water off in your house. Then you open up your sinks and you let it run through. Normally that's an easy process, and it just be a little bit of trickle of water coming out. But in this case, I'm in a house now where we have well water. And when I went to shut off the well water, as you know, a lot of times the well water, it starts to eat away at a lot of your fittings over time. And my well water, no matter how much I went to cut it off, it just keep turning. So that's another process I have to do. So I had a problem with cutting the water off because that thing just would not shut off, just keep turning. So the next thing for well water, what you have to do is go find the breaker for the well pump, and you hit that. Now, once I shut off the breaker, yes, the water's supposed to shut off, but it takes a while. Unlike city water, you just cut it off, maybe a few seconds, your water no more coming out of the faucet. Man, this thing, when you hit that breaker, oh, trust me, your water, open up your bathroom sink, your kitchen sink, your other bathroom sink, flush the toilets, run the shower, because it's going to take a while. It's going to take such a while that if it's your first time, you're going to think, man, this water ain't cut off yet, because it's going to be running that much. And even when it starts slowing down, you're going to be like, this thing takes forever, because all the water, that excess water that's in the tank is still coming through. So that's what that is. But as I said, we put Shark Bite here. These are I love these things. Unlike the old one, you know, you gotta hit it with the torch, the solder and all that. With these, man, once you cut that, you just simply clean it up with your emery cloth, and you literally just twist, pop them right on there, that easy. Here's some other stuff I had to do over here as well. Now this here, these are your hot water and your cold water shutoff valves. Now these are the old ones. The old ones, you know, you would slide around your carpet pipe. You put the compressor fit here, and you had this would go in the pipe, and then it would go on here, and you would tighten that. That's the most common ones we always use, right? But when you gotta get these things off, you see how I get all that calcified stuff on there? They be hard to get off sometimes. Sometimes you gotta get that fitting to pull this little ring off too, because sometimes this ring gets so hard to come off. But once you get them off, it's just like the process over there. You clean up the copper, and you take one of these Shark Bite. Oh man, I love these things. You just simply put this on in the back first, because this makes it look pretty. And you literally just slide them on, done. And then just put this back on so you don't see this part here. And you are done. That's how easy and lovely these things are. These things are a piece of cake. And just another note for a lot of people out there. Remember, your shut-off valve should always be, when the water is off, your shut-off, rather, you got a handle or something like this. I love quarter turns because you know they off. I hate the faucet, the ones you got to keep turning like on my well. I hate those. These quarter turn off, when you line them up like that, when it's parallel with the pipe, that means it's open, water coming through. You want the water off, it's like that. And don't be worried about, you see how this is turning? That's another great thing about Shark Bite. You could turn and turn those things. It's still a watertight fit. So, as I said, we're doing, if you can see the whole bathroom, I gutted this thing. I try to save a little bit of sheetrock right there. But at this point right now, I don't want to make the video too long. I thought I'd just make this short video for someone first time doing this type of thing, especially if you're dealing with what I was dealing with that well water process, because I could not do this plumbing without having the water shut off. And having well water, it was taking forever to shut off. So much that it was stressing me. I'm like, is this water going to ever cut off? Gotta let it run for quite a while. But once you do, some of us like the old ways, the carpet and the soldering. I don't mind it. I know how to do it. A lot of you guys out there know how to do it, and girls. But Shark Bite is that easy. You don't need no tools. Just emery cloth to clean it up and pop it on. You're done. Of course, you gotta have the cutter. You know, when you cutting your PEX, you gotta get nothing fancy. You get the simple, cheap one like I got. It does the job. You cut your PEX to length, hot water. Put your elbows on, cold water. Run it up. Put it to the lines. Gotta put your piece of wood for your diverter. Piece of cake. Hopefully I'll show y'all this video when I'm finished the entire bathroom. But on that note, subscribe, share, like, and comment. I appreciate it. Take it easy. Peace.